were little monkeys, but now they're yard apes. Yeah.
Oh my God, I love that. Well, then let's recap of like, what is the one thing that you would want the audience to hear, or you would want to tell your kids, like in that time when you feel the most despair and like you're drowning, what would you want to tell your past self, or what would you want to tell your kids or the audience?
Probably, I keep hearing this phrase a lot. This too shall pass, because it will. One of the things I do every once in a while when I'm just having an overwhelming day or overwhelming time of year, maybe it's Christmas, maybe holidays make people nuts. Maybe it's just a cease and desist type situation, whatever. There's this video, and I don't even remember what it's called, but you can Google it or go onto YouTube, and it's The Known Universe. And it starts out, okay, you're in this little spot in your town or your house, and it just slowly zooms out, keeps zooming. Pretty soon you're out of the city, you're out of the state, you're out of the country, holy cow. You're out of the earth. You're like, wow, that's how big the earth is. And you think it's going to stop. And then it keeps going. And then pretty soon you see the other planets in the sun. And then it keeps going. You're like, oh, wow, we're still going. We're still going. Pretty soon there's the Milky Way galaxy. Oh, it's got to stop there. And it just keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. It keeps going. You're like, man, this known universe is this unequivocally massive creation that I can't even really get my head around. If I can't get my head around this, what the heck am I worried about my problems here in my little space in my house? And I think that the universe is something against me. I'm like, no, it doesn't.
Yeah. And that's your perspective change, right? That's perception versus perspective. And it's taking that 10,000 mile view and looking down, and you see all these ants, and the ants don't care about anything and you don't care. But it's like when it's in the moment, it is very difficult, and it is hard to remove yourself both emotionally and I mean just like in that specific time. But if you are able to do that, you can see things objectively from that 10,000 mile view.
The big macro view.
Yes, 100%. And it changes your chemical imbalance. It changes the way that you look at it, and you can start to solve the problem and realize like it doesn't, this too shall pass.
Well, and I tell my kids too, if you learn anything, if you don't learn anything in school, if you don't learn anything in college, if you don't learn anything at your job, learn a couple of things. Learn how to write, learn how to read, and learn how to articulate. Because if you can put something down on paper, if you can put thoughts down to somebody, yourself, whoever it is, that's important. Learn how to read, learn how to understand what it is that you're consuming. If you're reading books or somebody's, you're watching a video and it's doing the dial, whatever. Learn how to adapt, because if anything, the one thing that doesn't change is that everything's always changing. And learn how to articulate yourself. Learn how to speak, because that's everything. Reading, writing, speaking, that's how we communicate.
Yeah.
And if you can do those things, read, write, articulate yourself, and just learn to adapt, you'll get through anything. You really will.
Yeah. Even when it hurts, and even when...
Back in this, you probably read, I don't know if you're through the whole thing or not, but you remember the opening where I'm doing the firefighting bit, and I've got the blisters all over my feet. And I didn't learn it at the time necessarily, but I learned that, man, I can push myself harder than you think that I can.
100%.
To the point where, they were telling me in the hospital, hey, Steve, you might have necrosis. You might have cellulitis. We might have to take a foot.
Yeah.
If this isn't taken care of right now. I'm thinking, damn, I did pretty good.
You made it through it.
I made it through. Look how tough I am.
The death of the bone, necrosis.
Yeah.